Gary is also on the line from Match Fit Fitness. Gary, you say you've had enough. Is that right?
Yeah. Hey, how are you? Yeah,
Good.
I have. I've had enough. We'll be, like I said on my social media yesterday, we will be opening in April as well, because once we hit April, that's just going to be closed 12 months out of 14, and it's just
okay. So you're planning to reopen your business on the 1st of April.
Not the 1st of April. No, I will be opening in April.
In April.
The 5th
Apologies.
or the 12th or
okay,
whatever. Yeah,
okay.
I'll be opening in April. 100% I will, because I don't know if you see any of the videos I've done over the weekend. I've done a video that went quite viral where I asked straight out. I asked the government, when do the rest of us matter? When does my business matter? When do my kids matter? I totally get and understand the old and the vulnerable and the hospitals. I get all that. But we're 12 months into this now, and there's just no light at the end of the tunnel. Like that press briefing last night was a total waste of time. They've come out and said, look, we're going to open schools, and sure, grand lads, come back to us now in April now, and we'll have a chat and see what else we can do. It's a complete waste of time. They haven't gauged the feeling of the public very well, I don't think, because there's a lot of anger out there. And people are at breaking point, and I have to open my business. I can't pay my mortgage. How am I going to pay my mortgage and feed my kids?
Yeah, no, look, Gary, I don't dispute that, and I know it is extremely difficult for business people, and I'm sure you have staff as well employed too down in Wicklow. But are you saying that whatever restrictions are announced when there's another briefing on the 5th of April, or whatever that date is, you're going to open anyway, despite the guidelines?
Yeah, I'm going to open. Yeah, I will be. Yeah,
and you're aware of the consequences of that, Gary?
Yeah, of course I am. Look, of course I am. I know I'll probably have the guards up here within a half an hour of opening. But what I'll be saying is I'll be banging on this drum for the next 6 weeks. When do we matter? Because when we come to April, and the sound bites that they've given out already is that after April it's going to be outdoor, maybe golf or tennis, and maybe some construction. So that means it's another 6 weeks. So we're then into May. And then May, they might not be happy with the numbers in May. And then it could be June, July. When does it stop? So when does the rest of us matter? The healthy, the majority of us in the country that are healthy. When do we matter,
Yeah.
And I won't be opening fully. I will be opening at a massively reduced capacity, probably 10%. So I might have maybe 6 people on site at a time. It's an old secondary school in my facility. It's a 10,500 square foot facility. So I'm not going to be open recklessly or anything like that. We have massive measures in place.
And I don't doubt that either, but if the rules are, and just for the sake of argument, right, we get to the 5th of April and whatever date, if the rules are, say for instance, we're still in level 5, or the likes of yourself as a gym operator, if you've been told by public health officials in government that you can't open, you're saying you're going to press ahead anyway, you're going to open the gym doors? Yeah, I am. Yeah, and even I just heard on the news bulletin there a few moments ago about a premises that had reopened yesterday, and there's been, I understand, I think 2 arrested. Would that not discourage you from reopening? Like, would you be prepared for?
At the end, yeah, I am prepared for that. I am prepared because when I have to make a stand, like my business that I spent years and years and years building up, am I supposed to just stand by and watch that just go down the toilet? Because they're not giving me anything, any dates. The help that they're giving us financially is nowhere near enough helping us. So what do I do? Do I just sit back and take it, or do I try and stand up and fight for my family? Do you have kids, Andrea?
I don't, Gary. No. But I do have. How
are they getting on?
I do have a family. My family are not dissimilar to yourself in that they're small business owners in a rural part of Ireland.
How do they feel about this? How are they getting on?
Very unhappy. So I totally appreciate that. I totally understand the difficulty and the situation you're in, Gary, and what you're talking about. And I do, and I really mean that very genuinely. Like, it is very difficult for people, and I don't have the answers. But at the same time, I don't want to see the likes of yourself that's out there as a family man, as a business owner, as an employer of people in Wicklow, either being arrested either. So.
Look, I'm hoping, to be honest with you, I'm hoping upon hoping. I've everything crossed that the numbers are in a much better place come April, and they might say, look, like at the minute, I'm not allowed one person. I'm not allowed one person in a 10,500 square foot facility. But yeah, I can go down to Tesco's now and buy some bread, and I'll probably come across 100 people. It just doesn't make sense, and it's not fair. And that's where I keep going back to: when do we matter? When do I matter? When do, like, my kid, my young fella can't go play ball, can't go down the street and kick the ball in the field with his friends, and because he's 13 years of age, he's clued in to what the story is. He's worried about the guards coming and giving out to them because they're mixing. So like there has to come a stage where the rest of us matter, and I keep going back to that because at the minute I feel forgotten about.